Picture this, a lonely Mississippi crossroads midnight, dust hanging in the air like breath. A young guitarist stands in the dark, clutching his instrument. He wants to be the greatest. He wants to be unforgettable. And according to legend, a tall shadow approaches. A deal is made, a talent beyond imagination, in exchange for something unseen. That guitarist was Robert Johnson. He died at 27. Decades later, so did some of the most iconic musicians in history. Coincidence, or was the Midnight Contract still collecting signatures? Welcome to the legend of the 27 Club. Fear tingles down your spine and hairs stand on end. Mysteries unknown and tales in the dark. Are you ready? Hello? Robert Johnson's story is the seed of everything. They say that he disappeared for months. When he returned, he played like a man possessed. Other musicians claimed it wasn't human. Songs like Me and the Devil Blues only deepened the rumors. And when he died mysteriously at 27, the myth locked in. The devil collects at 27, not 25, not 30, 27. The age of peak talent, the age before wisdom settles in, the age where fire still burns hot. Then came the explosion. Brian Jones, 27, Jimi Hendrix, 27, Janis Joplin, 27, Jim Morrison, 27. 4 icons, 3 years, same age. The world was shifting. Rock music was rebellious, anti-war, anti-establishment. Occult symbolism was bleeding into album art. Some fans began to whisper, did the Crossroads curse evolve? Was rock music the new ritual ground? Were these artists tapping into something, paying for it? This is where things get fun. Look at the imagery tied to the 60s and 70s rock. Upside down crosses in stage art, lyrics referencing demons and spirits, psychedelic rituals, secretive record labels, contracts, selling your soul, language used casually, even metaphorical. The symbol was everywhere, and when multiple artists died at the same age, the myth wrote itself. Some conspiracy circles claim 27 is tied to numerology. 2 + 7 = 9. 9 represents completion, the end of a cycle. Others connect it to Saturn, return astrology, to karmic checkpoints in your late 20s. Is a superstition or an ancient symbolism resurfacing in modern fame? When Kurt Cobain died at 27, the legend became immortal because Kurt knew about the 27 Club. There are interviews where he references it. That's what makes it eerie. He once said he didn't want to join that club, and yet he did. That's when people stopped calling it coincidence. That's when it became a curse. When Amy Winehouse died at 27 in 2011, headlines immediately screamed, another member of the 27 Club. By this point, it wasn't just folklore, it was branded mythology. Fans began tracking ages obsessively. When artists turned 26, the people online would say, just make it past 27. Imagine that psychological weight. If you knew about a curse tied to your age, would it linger in your mind? Now here's the theory that keeps conspiracy forms alive. The music industry is built on ritual, contracts signed in blood, symbolic imagery hidden in plain sight, fame exchanged for something spiritual. In this theory, the deal expires at 27. The Crossroads was never about Mississippi dirt roads, it was about contracts, power, influence, and the price of becoming immortal. No verified proof. The symbolism, it's everywhere. Here's where it gets unsettling. Once the 27 Club became known, artists approaching 27 knew about it. Psychologists call this a self-fulfilling prophecy, but conspiracy theorists call it something else. The curse only works once you know it exists, like a clocking tick. Would the number haunt you? Would you subconsciously spiral, or was the pattern already written? Robert Johnson at the Crossroads, 4 legends in 3 years, Kurt Cobain whispering about the club, Amy Winehouse reviving it, the number that keeps resurfacing. Maybe it's addiction, maybe it's pressure, maybe it's mythology, or maybe something at the crossroads, a contract is still waiting to be signed. 27 candles, 27 years. 27 echoes, and the music keeps playing. Have a good night, guys. Bye.